All right, everybody. Wanted to do a couple of extra factoring examples just in case you need to see the box and the grouping method again. So these are going to go pretty quickly. So here we go. So I'm going to start by multiplying the first coefficient and the constant term. So I want two numbers that multiply to give me negative 36, and I want two numbers that add to give me the middle number, which is negative 35. Those two numbers are negative 36 and positive 1. That's the same process whether you're doing grouping or box. So I'll do grouping first. I'm going to use that to write the middle terms. I'm going to group the first two. Remembering to keep the sign of that second term there. I'm going to factor out the common factors, the greatest common factor. And again, the second one is 1. And these two things should be the same. If they are, I write it down and undistribute it, leaving me with these things. Now, if I do it with a box, same process for here, but now I draw a box. I write the quadratic term in the upper left, the constant term in the bottom right, and two terms using these numbers in the bottom left and top right. Then I'm going to look at the first column and pull out the greatest common factor. And then I'm going to go around the box and make it work. So 12x, this has to be x. If this is x and this is 1x, this has to be a 1. If this is 1 and this is negative 3, this has to be a negative 3. And I can check that with this. So that would be 12x plus 1 and x minus 3. All right, second example, same idea. First times last, multiply to give me negative 24. Add to give me the middle. Two numbers that do that are negative 8, positive 3. If I'm doing grouping, this is what it'll look like. Actually, let me do it the other order this time. Group the first two terms, group the last two terms, and keep that sign with its term. Pull out the greatest common factor. Oops. Pull out the greatest common factor. Keep in mind here that we want it to look like this when we pull it out, so we're going to pull out a negative 4, not just a 4. These have to match. They do. And so I'm left with these two factors. Or if I'm doing the box method, quadratic term, constant term, two terms with this. Look at the greatest common factor in the first column. That would be a 2 and an x. And then go around the box. This is 2x. This has to be 3x. That's 3x. And this is 3x. This has to be 1. If this is 1 and this is negative 4, then this has to be negative 4. And I can check it with this. Those multiply to give me that. And just as a note, it doesn't matter which order you write your factors in. All right, there you go.